All right, welcome to the Explainer. Today, we are diving into a technology that is seriously rewriting the rules for data. The Microsoft Fabric Warehouse. Look, if you're a data professional, you know the ground is always shifting under our feet, but this is a true seismic change. Okay, so here's how we're going to break this down. First, we need to understand the old problem that Fabric was actually built to solve. Then we'll get into the unified platform itself, take a look at its truly revolutionary new warehouse, uncover the magic that makes it all tick, and finally explore what this all means for the future of data.
So, to really get why Fabric is such a massive deal, we got to take a quick step back and look at how things used to be. And believe me, it was kind of chaotic.
The core issue really just boils down to fragmentation. You had all these different data teams working in their own separate worlds with their own specialized tools. It just created bottlenecks and made any kind of real collaboration an absolute nightmare. Before Fabric, teams were totally siloed. I mean, you had your data engineers over here using tools like Azure Data Factory. Your analysts were in their SQL warehouses. And the data scientists, they were off in another universe entirely. Just getting them all to talk to each other was a constant headache. Fabric just wipes all that away by bringing everyone into one single ecosystem.
Okay, so what is this unified platform that Microsoft built to fix this whole mess? Let's get right into what Fabric actually is.
Think of Microsoft Fabric as the all-in-one toolbox for pretty much everything data. It brings together data pipelines, heavy-duty data engineering, analytics, business intelligence, you name it, it's all in one place. This is the perfect way to think about it. All those different tools that used to be totally separate, Azure Data Factory, Synapse, Power BI, they're now truly integrated. There's no more trying to connect your data stack with duct tape and glue. And this is where it gets really interesting. This is the absolute core of the innovation in Fabric, how it completely rethinks the very idea of a data warehouse. So the old way, right? The way we've been doing it for decades, warehouses stored data in actual physical tables inside a database. And that worked, sure, but it was rigid, it was super expensive, and it just couldn't scale easily with the explosion of big data. Fabric's warehouse just flips that whole idea on its head. Instead of these rigid physical tables, your data is now stored as simple, flexible files in a massive central data lake called OneLake. The tables you see and work with, they're just a logical, kind of virtual layer on top of those files. Now, this is the crucial part. For you, the user, it feels exactly the same. You're writing SQL, you're querying what looks and acts just like a normal table, but underneath it all, the engine is completely different. It's flexible and it's built for data on a massive scale. So this probably has you wondering, right? If we're just storing our precious data as a bunch of files in a lake, how on earth do you get the reliability, the safety, the performance of a traditional, rock-solid database? And here it is. The secret sauce, the absolute magic that makes this whole thing possible is a special open source format called Delta Lake. This format basically gives regular old data files, database superpowers. So here's the breakdown. Your data is stored in these super efficient files called Parquet files, which are great for analytics. But, and this is the key, alongside them, Delta creates a special folder called the _Delta log. Think of this folder as a transaction journal that records every single change, making it the absolute source of truth for your data's entire history. And because of that one little log file, you unlock all these incredible features that used to be only for the most expensive, high-end databases. You get full ACID transaction reliability. You can literally time travel to see what your data looked like in the past. It's basically version control, but for your data. So let's put it all together. What does this actually mean for the real world? When you combine this unified platform with the sheer power of Delta Lake, you get a completely new reality for anyone who works with data. This right here, this is the key phrase you need to remember: lake-centric. It means the center of gravity for all of our data has officially shifted away from those rigid, walled-off databases and toward a flexible, unified lake. And that changes everything. And this isn't just some abstract theory. Take that time travel feature. By default, you can query a table's state at any point in the last 30 days. You can literally ask, "Show me this data as it looked last Tuesday at 3 p.m." I mean, just imagine the power that gives you for debugging or auditing. It's incredible. So the shift isn't just about storing data differently, it's about what becomes possible. And it leaves us with one final, really big question to think about. When every single data professional, from the engineer to the analyst to the scientist, can all collaborate on all of an organization's data in one unified, versioned place, what new insights are we going to unlock?